everybody. We'll get things underway in just a sec. Welcome everybody to the solo championship here at TI4. The battle is underway. We've got our first match of today. It's the quarterfinals. We've got Dendi taking on Arteezy. I'm Gods, and joining me is Ben Merlini Wu. How are we doing?
I am very excited to see some one-on-one matchup. I am a mid player myself, and I love seeing these fantastic players duke it out. And unfortunately, one of these players will be eliminated. I love both of these guys.
Yeah.
Dendi on Radiant, Arteezy on the Dire.
Dendi just crushed this block too. Arteezy.
That's hard on Radiant too.
Yeah.
Well played.
They actually went for very different builds. Oh, well, I'd say very different, but it's slightly different here. Arteezy going for the 2 branches, Dendi going for the starting item tangos. So with the extra regen, Dendi can definitely be a bit more aggressive as far as this lane's concerned.
Yes, but Dendi did have the better block, but now the wave is going to be on Arteezy's side after this creep wave dies, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him. But in terms of CFs, they're actually both playing very, very aggressively, and this is something that you see more out of the style of Navi and EG players. They just love aggression from get-go. They won't be they will be bottle crowing, but they're not concentrating on that yet.
Yep. And for those of you wondering about how this works, the format and all that, it's first to 1 kill or tower. It's a best of 3, so game 1 is going to be Puck versus Puck, game 2 is Quap versus Quap, and then if it does need a game 3, it will be Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend. That's for all 4 quarterfinals. The player list: Arteezy, Dendi, Resolution, FY, Ferrari, and 2 others whose names currently elude me, Mushi and Ice Ice Ice. So those are the 8 players that you'll have competing in this tournament. So still very even. Neither play with any denies, but 1v1 mid, you don't really need to actually get the deny. It's all about like the pseudo denies, really, more than anything.
Yeah, both are almost exactly even in terms of CS. 8-0 for Arteezy, 7-1 for Dendi, and both of them have actually opted for the 2-0-1 build. I expected them to go like a 1-1-1, maybe even a 1-2-1, because silence is just so important at killing each of these players. And look at Arteezy Sash, he's actually going for a null talisman.
It's the Arteezy way.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's so difficult to kill very early on, and if you don't get bottle crow, you're gonna lose out in the war of attrition.
Well, look, he's lost 1v1s by not buying enough null tallies, so he's like, I'm gonna stock up, get at least a couple, maybe a couple more, and go from there. But we'll see. Dendi saving up money, so I imagine Dendi gonna go for a fast bottle. I think he scouted the fact that the room was top, like he poked his head up there. If it was a DD maybe, or illusion, maybe goes and gets it, but Invis is not gonna help him last hit at all, so until he has his bottle, he doesn't really care about picking that one up at all. Oh, Dendi getting aggressive here.
Dendi has a cell.
But there's 2 nulls. Who's actually going to win this right click war? Arteezy's trying to battle this one out. I think he's realizing he's not going to win this.
He needs one more hit. Oh, that's not.
Nah.
Oh, that was so close. Oh my goodness. But Puck, he does have the upper edge, or sorry, Dendi has the upper edge with the self, and I think he's trying to use that.
Does he get pop?
It's coming now.
Jeez, that's ugly. Arteezy's going to go base. He has to.
I think Dendi actually could have killed Arteezy there. He had 63 HP. It probably would have taken 2 hits.
Again, but
it was on cooldown. Yeah. He would have gotten 1 more hit. He would have probably been in single-digit HP, but not actually died at that point. But now Dendi, Bottle Crow, didn't drop his null, so not super effective.
Dendi's a gentleman. He's not bottle crowing. Curious going back to base.
Well, he doesn't need to. He got the rune.
He's a magic stick coming as well, so all about that magic stick life. And Arteezy's got a TP back. He's committed to the null talisman.
I don't think the null talisman build is worth it in this scenario. It gives you a decent amount of damage, but at this point, like your orb and stuff does so much more damage than your right clicks. And Puck's actually going for a 2-0-2 on Arteezy. What is this double phase shift? No silence. He's gonna get wrecked. Or so I feel.
Oh man, this can't be serious.
Usually, you want max phase shift for team fights, for using your blink dagger afterwards, but not in a straight man fight. Like, what are you actually waiting for? If you're waiting for,
the cooldown doesn't change, so
yeah, the cooldown doesn't change. You just sit in there a little bit longer. And Dendi getting another rune. Nice use of Observer Ward there. The other rewards are actually really, really important in one-on-one come the first nighttime.
Yeah, Arteezy's just gonna play maybe like a war of attrition. Just look to last hit for days and never go for kills.
But he could. Puck has, or Dendi has. I keep calling him Puck and whatnot, but Dendi has almost infinite mana at this point, especially with far better rune control.
Yeah.
And he has much greater kill potential because Arteezy can't even silence Dendi. So if he,
I guess Arteezy can just farm creeps. He's never going to kill Dendi's the problem, though.
That's it. He doesn't have that much more base damage, though. 81 versus 70. That's not that much more.
The 1-0 advantage. Arteezy now gets his bottle, so he's going to bring his bottle out. He can bottle crow as much as he wants. He gets a 3rd point in the orb. We're not seeing any waning rift yet, though, which is surprising.
Oh, nice dodge by Dendi. He baited out the illusory orb there, and now Dendi playing very, very aggressively.
Not going to commit to this kill. Gets him down to 250 HP, but that's as the bottle arrives, and the courier is going to hang around. It's going to be some bottle crowing, although it's not actually an upgraded courier. He actually leaves 1 charge on there, so it's a lot of money to upgrade that courier. Do you think, at what stage do you actually look to upgrade the courier? Do you think Arteezy's going to do it as soon as he has the money, or is he going to get stuff like boots first?
I think he should do it ASAP. Boots. Oh, Dendi going in with the coil.
Takes the coil, takes all the damage there. Dendi has a follow-up orb. Arteezy.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
If he cast that earlier, as it followed, oh my gosh, that would have been so next level. So Dendi with 2 kill attempts. Arteezy
the
still
same though. That's the scary thing here. Like Dendi, like it looks like Dendi is owning right now, but end of the day, the CS is more or less the same.
Well, yeah, Arteezy's using a lot of his mana to farm creeps, and actually Arteezy's almost at full mana right now.
Yeah, doesn't have the HP, but his bottle will arrive again soon. Dendi, Basser ring picked up, probably starting to think that he can just push out the wave, do some damage to the tower. If he's not going to get kills, your next objective, or your other objective, is to get that tower.
So Puck,
Dendi gets a DD rune.
And a Bassi, which is a little bit unusual, but the win condition for this 1v1 is first tower or first kill, and if Arteezy has to go home again, that's like at least a 3rd damage on the tower.
Arteezy's going for a kill against the DD rune Puck. He orbs to the high ground here, wants to go back in after bottling up, avoids the orb here. Dendi going to go back to safety to his tower, bottles up as well. He's also very low on mana, has an orb soonish, but it's easy.
You can tell that both of these players play Puck a lot too.
Oh, he's going for this. Dendi's got a DD room, but he's on the low ground. He needs to get that high ground advantage and gets himself back to his tower. Arteezy almost gets a kill there.
Yeah.
He's battling against a double damage rune Puck and comes out on top. Dendi's got to go back to base.
His position is just so incredibly good though, as Dendi is forced to fight from downhill. He has vision, but it's either you walk uphill and you lose 2 last hits and then Arteezy can just bounce because he had the coil there, or you stand there and fight and have to deal with that very high miss chance. Not very high, but high enough.
Do you think either of these players actually has an advantage as we stand right now?
I would say no, because Dendi's going to TP back. He's going to have like almost full HP and mana. Arteezy has 2. Both of their coils are pretty close to being off cooldown, and 8-minute rune has not gone to anyone yet. So I would say no advantage either side.
Dendi's been all about the runes. Arteezy, no vision of them. Dendi actually spent 150 gold on wards to get high ground vision as well as rune vision. Guaranteed, got him all 3 runes so far, but end of the day, Arteezy's just sitting back, farming, playing passively, bottle crowing now that's available to him. Both Pucks very even on CS. Dendi with half a level advantage, but that's not going to win you this game. That 1 kill, that 1 tower is going to be what decides it. And
I think the 3 levels of waning rift though might seal the deal for Arteezy, and this is actually not terribly uncommon in an int versus int matchup where silences aren't actually that useful. You have to go for mass right click damage because that's going to be the most significant source of your damage.
Well, Dendi starts damage on this tower with his creep wave, a siege creep and all that, but end of the day he did less than 200 damage to this tower, so bit by bit maybe he brings the tower down. Did force out a glyph, but how much of a difference maker is that going to be? And
now Dendi picking up boots into stash. So this is kind of like the stand and fight build. You don't want to be the first person to run. Oh,
just going to break the coil here. Dendi's got max waning rift. Arteezy could be in a lot.
Oh no!
He's still got Magic 6 first blood, Dendi. That's your GG. Game
too many runes for Dendi. I think that's really what broke Arteezy's back. And he had that really nice turnaround. I didn't see that one coming, but in the end, Dendi does take it. He just was able to put out so much more pressure, and I think his skill build and item build was far superior.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure why Arteezy went for a second null instead of a bottle, and I don't know why he didn't steal waning rift.
The second point in phase shift, maybe a misclick. There's not really any real reason behind it.
Minimal reason behind it. Yeah. It's very hard to make an argument for that. Anyways, next one will be Queen of Pain versus Queen of Pain. Dendi's well known for his Queen of Pain. Arteezy can play it, but I would say